Hello, fairy finders and fairy seekers. Welcome to Ask the Fairies card reading. And today we are going to do a simple question, not necessarily for the upcoming week, just more of an informational question for us. So the question that we're going to ask the cards, and I'm going to shuffle the cards as I ask, is which situation is most detrimental to the human race, the stick or the dis-ease? And I think you can probably put two and two together on what I'm asking here. Words need to be done carefully. So we're asking about the stick or the dis-ease. Which is worse for the human race? Which situation is more terrifying to the health of the human race? So we'll shuffle a few times here until the cards let me know that they are ready. And I think that'll do. And I am feeling the need to split them. So we are going to see what the cards have to say with the 9-card reading. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there are a lot of good cards here. We have the Crossroads, which is pretty much about decision, making a decision. We have the Letter, which can be considered a document, a ruling, a law of some sort on paper, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. There's so many different kinds of documents, okay? And then we have the Dog, which is loyalty and friendship. So it looks like, to start with here, we have a choice to make about which direction is best for each of us, okay? And you know, it may seem to be that it's the one that says, you know, this is what we have to do. And this would be with the stick, probably. What we would have to do. And, you know, think about the dog and a stick. It's like, you know, dogs like to chase sticks, some dogs. And they're very loyal to that. So that is a decision that you need to make for yourself, that each individual person needs to make for themselves. And this is where some of the division is coming in, is because there are many who want there to be no decision, which goes against the Constitution, which many are also loyal to. So there are two ways in which to look at this, but it all comes down to a decision. We need to decide for ourselves which way is best for us. If doing the stick is for you, and you know, needing a piece of paper to show that that is what you were loyal to, by all means, do that. But recognize that you made that choice. You had the choice. And some may be saying, no, that's not a fact because, you know, we were forced to do this. No, you always have a choice. And it may not seem like it at the time, but if you're going with your soul decision, what you know is right, things will work out for you. You have help from Spirit. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, so decision here, everyone should be able to make their own as to whether they want that piece of paper and that stick and which way they are loyal or will be loyal to. Then we have the stars. Again, the center focus here is the letter card. And the sun. Both the star and the sun are luminary cards, beautiful cards. They both create light. So they're shining their light on this piece of paper. And since these are the cards that are positive cards, always positive cards, then this letter is a positive item. And that positive item, as per these cards, is the document for freedom, because this is a GPS card. It's kind of the card that it's the guiding light. It is the guidance. It is the spirit guides. It is the universe. It is those who guide us from other worlds. They are guiding us to this document that allows us to freely shine, to burn the fire that is the human race, to flare our energy and to be everything we can possibly be. This document that goes with the stick is not that document. It is for some. However, what the fate card, the guiding GPS guidance card, is trying to say is we need to follow the other document, the Constitution document, to have this. So that decision, again, okay, is necessary. And that decision will either have us go to the social area, the place where humanity comes together, joins together to create that fantastic, energetic race, the beautiful sun. And, you know, there's change. This is the coffin card, and, you know, there's going to be death. There's no doubt about it, of some sort. And that isn't just death of people, okay? Because unfortunately, that was meant to happen. And we have to kind of go out of order here now, because everyone has free will. Everyone has a choice. And there are some, according to the cards, who chose to check out at this time due to the dis-ease. That was their fate, the way things were supposed to go, because that is what they chose. So in essence, those who are checking out at this time, supposedly due to the dis-ease, are helping from spirit now, helping all of the human race reach this, because they can see a much bigger picture than the rest of us. So those who have passed, they're urging from spirit this Constitution to protect the children. It really is all about children. So again, following this GPS offers really good things for family and friendships. We only need to be loyal to those, not the stick. Humanity joining together through this Constitution is exactly how things are supposed to go. If we have together the energy to shine the brilliance of the human race, all of us together, join together, we can easily protect our children and future children. And that is truly where our loyalties should lie right now. Not in the stick, not in the other piece of paper. But again, it is always, because it is free will, it is always your choice. But there is such a thing as honoring the choice of others, which is why this is the first card up here, because choice is part of the human race. We have free will and should always have free will. It is not up to us as human beings to remove free will from one another. That is not how things are meant to be. So in essence, it's saying, unless we wish to see, okay, the death of many of our children, the death of the ability to have children, which is, if it were allowed to come through to everyone's ears, would be proven from the stick. That is part of the game. So if we want to avoid that, having, many deaths and possibly no future for the children, humanity needs to come together. And if they do, beautiful things are going to happen for us. Although it's been tried to make, the human race split and basically dead. That's what's wanted. But we can come together, we can join, and that pretty much negates that, doesn't it? And we can take care of our children and have more children and a beautiful family life. But the decision has to be made by each and every one of us. Is this what you want to see happen to the human race and the children because of the stick, the loyalty to the stick, and the wanting of, due to fear, always fear? Because if you think about it, this causes fear. The idea of this coffin causes fear, which makes people want this piece of paper, not the good one, but the other one, because they think that's going to take care of the problem. But that is the loyalty that those who wish this on the human race want to happen. They want you to be loyal to this, and they want to make sure that they know everywhere you are, everything you're doing, how you're doing it, and they're going to force more sticks. You're going to be chasing more and more and more sticks, if that is the GPS you decide upon. So in essence, the question of which situation is most detrimental to the human race, the stick or the dis-ease? I'm seeing no indication of dis-ease in here. In other words, nothing here shows any kind of health issue. But the only thing that gets brought up is the stick and the coffin. So we're healthy, we're good, unless those are the things that are chosen. So the answer to the question is that the stick is more detrimental to the human race than these so-called dis-ease that might be taking place in the body, except for those who have chosen. They chose to move on knowing what was going to happen with our world. They are on the other side. They're being the guiding stars. They're being the helpers to help get the human race back to its strength, to its illumination, to its free will and free thinking, and to take care of our children, help us take care of our children and future generations, and to bring humanity back together and to make the family life beautiful again. That's what those people have gone on to do. It is magical. It's phenomenal. They're heroes. They are. This was what they chose. So perhaps honoring them in whatever way you choose, that again has to be your decision. So that's it for this Ask the Fairies card reading. I hope you can take something out of it. And again, like all card readings, take what you can use and just disregard the rest. So until next time, take care.